What I have in this bag is a little package of joy. Stay tuned, Automotive Fanatics, and I'm going to show you what's inside this brown bag that's going to give you smiles for many miles. Welcome, Automotive Fanatics. This is Peter, your Automotive Fanatic, welcoming you to another product review, and thank you for joining me today. So what do we have in this brown bag that is going to bring you guys miles of smiles? I'll tell you. We have Burger Motorsport's JB Plus module. Now, for you guys that have followed my channel, I have done a product review on a similar product from BMS a while ago, and this is going to be for the new generation of BMWs as well as Mini Coopers. Again, this is the JB Plus, and what it is designed to do is to provide an increased level of boost to offer you extra horsepower in your BMW or your Mini Cooper. And I believe BMS does the JB module for several other manufacturers. I'm going to go ahead and post the link below to BMS and their JB4 Plus modules and see if that is something that you might be interested in. Now, this little device here is designed to intercept the signal that's coming from the mass flow sensor that goes into your ECU. It's relatively simple to install. In some cars, I kid you not, it's a 5-minute process, and in other cars it might take you up to 10-15 minutes depending on how difficult it is to get to your mass flow sensor. With this product here, you're looking anywhere from 1 pound to about 4 pounds of boost above stock. And if you take a look here, you're going to see 1 bolt, 2 bolt here that you can actually remove. And inside there is a little rotary dial that you have to use a small flathead screwdriver where you can actually adjust the level of boost of the JB Plus module. In the past, when I had it installed in my prior Mini Cooper, it offered the performance that the car was lacking. I will tell you guys right off the bat, is this comparable to an ECU tune? Absolutely not. An ECU tune is going to tap into so many different parameters of the ECU that alters and changes things to the best that it could get. This module here is going to tap into one sensor, that mass flow sensor, and it changes a couple of different things to provide more boost. Does it work? You guys will find out later when I show you what I have in store. But in the past, I have been very happy with this specific piggyback unit. Now, unfortunately, I cannot demonstrate for you guys the amount of power it's going to make because simply I don't have access to a dynometer that's going to show before and after power. But what I will do in this test today is I am going to run it without boost or the OEM settings so that you guys can see the power level that the stock ECU makes, and then I'm going to install this. We'll go ahead and run it, and then you'll see the level of power the JB Plus makes as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do some test runs with the car in OEM setup and then the JB4 Plus module. To access the sensor that the JB Plus requires is you're going to have to remove this part of the intake. This is going to be the cold air intake that is OEM, And there are going to be 2 bolts. There's one here and there's one on this side that are going to be 10 millimeters, and you just simply remove them. So let me do that real quick here. Both bolts are removed. There is a little clip here that will hold the front portion of the intake. You simply just push it like this, and this piece will come out, exposing the sensor that's going to be down here. So I will go ahead and move the camera so that you guys can see this a little better. Here's the little sensor that you need to get disconnected, and I found the best way to do it is, as you guys can tell, it's very tight with spacing, but there is a white, we'll look at the BMS one here, but there's a white little clip that you want to push down on, and what that does is it releases right here, just like that. Okay, so what you do with kind of 2 fingers is you'll push down and it will essentially release itself. Now you'll go ahead and take this BMS end here, you'll plug it in, and it's dummy proof, guys. So there's only one way this thing will go in. So this is the correct way. If you try to do it this way, as you can tell, it just doesn't go in at all. So you'll simply just plug it in, push that in to lock it, and then this end here will go into your OEM mass flow sensor. So we'll push it in, and now it is completely locked. I'd probably recommend taking a look around here. You can probably, if you want, you can zip tie this to here to make it a little neat. So I'm probably going to go ahead and do that. You'll go ahead and replace the intake tube that sits right here, and you are finished with the install. This portion of the video is a comparison to start out with of the OEM boost levels of the Mini Cooper Countryman plug-in hybrid running without the JB Plus module. As you guys can tell, I have put the vehicle into sport mode where the motor will turn on. I've got relatively low battery levels here. You can see the ambient temperature, and most importantly, you're able to see my boost levels of the turbo setup as well. So we're just gonna kind of drive to a couple streets that is somewhat bare, so I can do a couple polls for you guys to see the stock level of boost in the car. And again, we are in sport mode. We've got a nice empty road here. Okay, that was the first poll, and you guys can see that the stock boost is about 8 pounds maximum. It typically hovers into the 7s, but again, it tops out at 8. We'll go ahead and make a U-turn. We'll do another quick pull here so that you can see once again the stock boost levels. Okay. We're fully on it. And again, we are, that time it didn't quite hit 8 pounds, but you guys can, you can pretty much clearly see that the stock boost levels on the Cooper is not very much at all. I'll just do another quick pull here. And the car hits 8 pounds pretty quickly. How does the car feel? Well, I can't say too much, guys. It's a Mini Cooper. It's a plug-in hybrid. It's not neck snapping by any sort at all. The turbo definitely adds a little power to the electric motor. So it's, again, it's enjoyable. For this part of the video, we are going to record the vehicle's boost levels with the JB Plus on. Now, right off the bat, I will tell you guys, I believe that the software I use for measuring boost is limited, because I did a couple of polls prior to starting to chat with you guys here, and I noticed that my boost indicator would not go above 8 pounds of PSI. Again, I think it is the limitation of the software. Not for sure why it's doing that. I believe that it's probably the software in relation to the car, but I will tell you one thing, it hits 8 pounds very quickly. So we're doing the same route. We're gonna go ahead and do a couple of polls so that you guys can see the boost on the car and how quickly the JB Plus brings the boost levels up. So we're just down the same street, and we're gonna go ahead and kind of hit the throttle. And as you can tell, again, it spikes up to 8 pounds. It stays there. It doesn't fluctuate down to 7 or anything like that at all. So I definitely know the JB Plus is producing more boost on the car. Again, it just pins it out. We'll go ahead and make a quick U-turn here. And we'll go ahead and just mash the throttle. And it pins it again, and it just stays up there. The other thing you guys can really see that my temps are nice and high. So the benefit of the doubt was prior, when I ran the car in stock mode, it was much cooler than it is now. So we'll just kind of drive it normally. I'll mash the throttle a couple times, and again, you guys will see that the boost indicator hits 8 pounds with no trouble at all. Okay, down the street. There's your 8 pounds just like that. How does the JB Plus feel in the car? I will tell you guys the difference between OEM and the JB Plus. It is truly a night and day difference. Is it neck snapping? No, it's not, but you definitely can tell the car is making more boost because there is a higher level of urgency in the car. It throws you back a little more, and you again definitely can feel that the car is making more power. Yep. And it just pins it. I'm on it. It doesn't even taper off at all. So it definitely feels good. And there you have it, my friends. Some video coverage of the Mini Countryman running its OEM setup, and then it's compared to the JB Plus setup as well. I am curious to hear your comments. Please put them below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. In all honesty, I know there's going to be a lot of people that will say, well, this wasn't a very good comparison because I don't have very accurate numbers. And flat out, I will tell you guys, you are correct. I used two different programs. I used OBD Link, and I also used the Torque Pro app, and both of them did the same thing where it would cap itself at 8 PSI of boost. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I apologize. I wish I had an answer, but I don't. However, it was very clear if you take a look at the videos over and over again that you're going to see boost levels go from essentially 0 to 8 pounds slower in the stock configuration compared to the JB Plus that went much quicker, and it actually held it. For the driving impressions with conviction, I will tell you guys, it is noticeable. The moment you install it, you get on it, you can immediately tell the car has just a completely driving mannerism in any mode that you put it in, whether it's just normal mode or sport mode. The car does pull better, which is nice. And without a dyno, I can't really tell you guys the values, but I'm thinking between 20-25 horsepower via my butt dyno. But overall, it definitely has more sense of urgency when you're driving. The other thing that I did notice is when I would drive it on the freeway, I would put it into its engine mode, and when I tried to do passes of other cars, that's where I see that the JB Plus really has an advantage over the OEM. The OEM setup, I was able to pass some people, but with the JB Plus, you really can tell the car picks up much quicker. It gives you more confidence to pass other people. So you're going to have a great advantage running the JB Plus in that format. Hopefully this review of the JB Plus module was helpful to you guys. I will give Burger Motorsports 2 thumbs up for this product. Am I a fanboy? I will say, based on the results that I have seen with my own experience, I think they make a great product. And I think for you guys that are just looking to ump your power a little bit, the JB Plus is going to be a good setup for you. For one, you're not paying the crazy amounts of a tune. You retain that factory warranty. And 3, you're easily able to remove it. And I showed you guys, it's literally a 10-minute process, very simplified to do, and it's probably even faster once you've done it a couple of times. As usual, my friends, thank you so much for visiting my channel. If you like my video, if you like my review, and you want to see other things like this, please consider subscribing and giving me a thumbs up on this video. It definitely improves the YouTube algorithm so that more people are able to see this video. This is going to be Peter, your automotive fanatic, signing off until the next time, my friends.